the hyped up program, and he bought one
Yeah.
of those. And I don't know why he bought it and it just didn't use it. Like I remember he was like, "This is my business computer, so I'm gonna write my book on." And then I was like, "All right." And then it's like, "So none of you kids can use it. I'm putting it in the basement." So then you guys bog it down with like pictures and stuff. I'm like, rightfully so, rightfully so. And then
Start
like,
playing your
yeah. And then like
Flash
months
games
go
on
by,
there.
right? And then months go by, and then he buys like he doesn't buy a new computer, but he Frankenstein's another computer that's upstairs because he said he's like tired of going down the basement because I guess he's getting old and it was cold down there, and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then so like months still go by, and then in the middle of the summer when like there's no computer and nothing for me to do, I go like, wait a minute, my dad's supercomputer is downstairs, and nobody is using it for anything. It's the best computer in the house, and so I just like quietly, creepily go downstairs. And it basically became my computer because nobody would want to. Like I'd bundle up and shit. I'd fight the cricket spiders off.
And it becomes the porn computer, and you're like,
So I can handle cricket spiders. You gotta kill them by going where they're gonna go. You gotta pump fake them to bait the jump out, then smash where they're gonna land.
Oh
It was
yeah.
awful. It was an awful time in my life because I couldn't smash them. They were on the carpet. I refused to smash
Oh
them.
yeah, don't smash them in the
Oh,
carpet.
into the carpet.
That's
yeah,
a big
that
ass
sucks.
body.
And you'd see them come through the window like a horror movie.
Yeah.
So you were getting those juicy black ones from outside.
No,
Yeah.
I was not. It was the brown one. So I'm thinking I might have
Oh.
been the ones you're talking about. The spider.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nasty. Oh yeah, I would have
Mhm.
moved out.
The jumpies.
Ah,
They got reflexes.
Well, it's
boy.
like
I solved
Yeah,
it, though. As soon as I started putting out the jars, they just stopped coming.
we had a mouse get in last year, and
Never had
mice are one of those
mice.
things where my mom is deathly afraid of them. I like she can't even look at a picture of them. I think they're cute from a distance, but if one's in my house, I'm like, kill that fucker.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's almost like a primal reaction. It's your
Yeah.
cave.
well, they're so fast. I hate the way they like zip around by your feet and all that, and also
I just feel betrayed. It's like,
yeah.
you weren't invited. This is like that kind of feeling. Interesting.
What's a
I
whole
don't remember
mammal?
inviting
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh, help yourself to my house. They're giving me disease. Thanks.
Actually, we're asking you to leave.
It's always like that person. Exactly. It's like that. Every time you find out you have a mouse or like see it, it's not like, they're not like opening like, "Hi, I'm here." It's always just like against the wall really quick, or
Yeah.
or like
they
a
know
village.
they're not-
Yeah, they know they're not supposed to be there, so it's even more annoying. It's like, oh,
It's like they're guilty.
so why the fuck are you here then?
Yeah, it's not like pet mice I'm cool with, but yeah, I feel like it's like Lauren at that party. It's like, hey, like really smiling. Hey, could you leave?
There we go.
I think
Yeah,
you guys should go.
That's how we're like. We're like, no,
I
I
think
get.
you guys should like leave.
Have you ever had
That's
to
how she
like?
said it.
Have you ever had to like kill by hand a mouse?
Oh, thank
No.
God.
I had
No,
to.
thank God.
Not by hand,
my
but
dad.
combat. Yeah, but go ahead.
We usually would get a
Your
little
bare
hockey
hand?
stick.
Oh, hockey stick. See, I need.
Snap
Yeah.
its neck.
Yeah. Well, it's here's the I'm like a pussy when it comes to like killing things like a mouse. Like that was the one thing like my dad was always like better at because I want to like kill it, but then like if I come close, I'll feel bad.
Mm.
Then I usually would get it when it was dead. I'd put on my gloves and put it in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
grocery bag, and I'd be like, oh, look at it. Look at him.
I'm
He's
like, oh, it's
fucking
just trying to
dead.
make it. It's just trying to
And he
make it
he
up
still
here.
looks like a mouse, but his head's bleeding. He's like, "Whoop."
Oh, God.
It's messed up, but it's like it had to be done, and it
Well,
gets
and then-
messed up.
Yeah, well, now we have traps, and that keeps them out. And we plugged up the little hole in the addition that I think they were getting in, but it was luckily it has one of those non-visible traps. But I knew it caught one because it had the little tail like sticking out. I'm like, oh, you fucked up.
Yo, shout out. We are live. We started going live about 4 minutes ago. Nothing sensitive has been
Alright.
said.
What?
Nothing sensitive has been said. Just want to let you know, Cookies and Tacos wants to shout you guys out. He's his #1 fan.
Nice to
Especially
see
of
you,
Dom.
T.
Oh, me? Oh, especially of me.
I'm sorry.
T, I need to-
Sorry,
I
Tim.
need you
He's
to
a
come
huge fan
over
of Dom.
later. I I need you to come over later, CNT. I got laundry.
CNT.
call you.
CNT.
Please.
We start hitting him up.
Right, yeah, it's just intern status.
Please.
No, I remember.
Just
For
Monday.
the show. It's for the show.
I remember killing a mouse. It was back in my dark days when I was a bum and didn't have a job and stuff. So I was just at home.
What?
And
I love it.
I don't
I
remember
love it when
ever
you say your
not
dark
having a
days
job.
like you did it like you're just like, it's my dark days like you did it for pleasure.
yeah, it's my dark days.
This is my dark days where I experimented with the dark arts.
Yeah, so this is my
You
dark
guys all
days.
looking for a mouse.
It was my phase, and no, I just kept hearing like I knew I was the only one home, and I was playing Call of Duty, and I had the headphones on and stuff, but I kept hearing like rustling and stuff, and I was like, and then who's home? And then I check out, and then the shorts here, I see a dumbass like field mouse or whatever, just like this, just like stopped, and then I'm like,
'cause they know they're caught.
yeah, and then I like look at it, and then I'm like, God damn it, like I don't have anything strengthened, so I tried to throw a shoe at it, miss, and of course, now I gotta wait for it to come back out, but this time I'll be ready, and my strategy was to grab a broom, break its leg with sheer force of just taking the sweep. Like I was gonna sweep it as hard as I can into the wall. I know.
My God.
I was gonna sweep it as hard as I can into the wall, break its little leg, and then just scoop it up and put it outside. That was the plan. So the second time it comes out,
Assassination plan.
but it wasn't gonna. He would be alive. It actually is a rescue plan in a way gone wrong. Like it's
Josh,
just like
I will.
Rescue.
imagine like a suicidal guy on the edge of the ladder, right? You would rather
okay,
knock him
okay.
out and rescue him than
Right.
let him just jump
Sometimes
off.
you got to use a little violence to
Right.
intervene,
Exactly. What were you about to say?
so they don't. Well, I was gonna say I have tried to do that once with a mouse. Actually, there was one time I did kill a mouse myself, and I felt bad because I was trying to do what you were doing, where this one was outside, and again, outside, not as big of a deal.
Came to his
but
turn.
my mom, she wanted to work outside. This was, a few years ago, and it was hanging out in the driveway, and it wouldn't leave. And so, I'm a weenie with mice because I just don't. Here's the thing: it's like
I mean, they're
from a
disease
distance,
free.
fine, but if it's gonna run up my leg, I'll
Oh my God,
I'll
and
freak
start
out.
biting.
So I'm throwing mothballs at it, and I'm just throwing mothballs because they don't like the smell.
Oh,
So I'm just like throwing
know
at
that.
it, and I throw a mothball, and it actually hits him. And I'm like, oh man, did it kill him?
Just stop.
And so, because it hits him, he falls down for a bit on his
Like
back.
stunned
and I'm
by
like,
the smell.
"Aw." Like I just stoned him, And then he gets up and he runs down the driveway, and I think, okay, he's not dead, but maybe I scared him off, maybe gave him a mild concussion. And then he won't leave. It was like personal. So he was staying in like the other part of the driveway, and I'm like, buddy, you gotta go. So I figure, oh, you know what? I'll get the hose.
yeah.
And so like I get the hose
yeah,
just like on a regular
yeah.
setting, it's not like on a fire hose setting or anything. And I'm like, come on. And it works a little bit, but then he comes back. And so I'm like, all right, you're gonna make me get the big guns. So I get the more powerful hose thing out.
Yeah.
And I just, bam! I just hit him. And I swear, this mouse, I don't know what was wrong with it. Like, my mice normally run. This one was like, no, I'm taking a stand. So I hit this thing with the jet setting, on the hose nozzle. And this thing is just like, like all wet. And it just like crawls away into the grass and dies. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? What the hell was
He
that?
thought he was.
Tiananmen Square.
That was someone that was reincarnated as a mouse and realized it. He was like, "No,
That was
kill
like-
me."
Because
That
I
was
really
the
wasn't
rat
trying-
standing in front of the tank that was his hose.
Because I'm like, dude, just go. Like, just run across the street. Like, just don't be in my driveway. You can literally go anywhere else. And
He
it's
thought
like,
he was on
I'm
555
staying right here.
Tiananmen Square.
It really was, because he was just like staring me down, and I'm like, no, like, and I'm turning the jet on him, and he's like,
It's
oh, I'm not
facing you the
moving.
whole time. It was
Pretty
facing
much,
you?
yeah. I mean, hard
See
to
his
say
beady
because I
little
couldn't get
eyes.
that close. But
In
then
the water.
it wasn't too.
All that
And here's the
water
thing:
pressure
it
is
wasn't
on
like I
the
turned the hose off and he was just dead. It wasn't like I just like hosed him across
was
the
in the
street
anime.
and killed him. It was like I turned the hose off and he just kind of crawls away like all wet and then like.
I was like, oh wait, my
dies.
lung capacity is nil at this point.
I just like.
Well, they're supposed
So it
to
feels
be
like I
able to swim
waterboarded
somewhat.
him. It feels like I
Yeah,
waterboarded
he
him.
definitely
though.
water-
Like
it's
it wasn't
fine.
like swimming. It
It's
wasn't
all
like I
good.
threw him
Right,
into
right.
He
a.
definitely
Pressure of the
waterboarded him.
water, I
He
guess.
asked for it.
Little throat.
He really asked for it in that story.
It was. It was really. I was like, you made me do this. It was like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like I hate doing that myself because it feels like a waste. But if, say, like a cat comes along and just eats them, I'm like, well, that's
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
cool.
but here's the thing, like
okay. It's
the
feeding
cat
another
ate
animal.
something. It's exactly that's circle of life. Like I do it. Like that was just like I don't want you here.
You got water involved in that one. That was
Nature.
Yeah.
you got water
Yeah, I
up,
used
not
the
from a
weapons.
lake involved.
No,
It's
I
water from the
used-
fucking CWLP involved.
It's polluted water from the lake.
Filtered water. He got fucked up by filtered water.
It's like, oh shit.
Probably drank some of it.
Yeah, that's probably what
Probably
got
drank
him.
some
Was the
of it.
fucking fluoride in it, not the water itself. Like, what the fuck is these
That's what he said. He's like, what
these
is
minerals?
this? What is this? You drink that shit?
Well, I feel like yours was at least better. Like with mine, like yours was outside, so it was where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Mine was in the house. Well, it wasn't
That's
better,
the thing, yeah.
but like I'd rather have killed it with something from a distance. Well, I kind of did. Well, anyway, I tried the broom thing. Did not work.
Yeah.
Because adrenaline, like you were saying, like this mouse meant business. Like it wasn't gonna just
Yeah.
like limp out. If it would have limped out, it would be
They do
alive
have
to this
grudges.
day. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. But
They are survivors. You got to hand it to them there.
yeah. So it kept running
Yeah.
and kept running, and I'm like, bro, how is your leg not broken? So I just kept not even, I kept not even just like smacking against the wall. I kept like teeing it up. Like I would like
Yeah.
smack it up, like put it back a little bit, smack it up, put it back, because it kept like trying to like run out, and I kept thinking like, because it was like in the kitchen wall, and then there was an opening. So I'm like, if it makes it past this wall, it has anywhere it can go into the open house, and I don't want that. And so it kept trying to go around that corner, so I kept doing that. And then one time it did make it around that corner, and so I was like, shit. This is like my 5-second window of being in this open living room before it finds a couch or something, and then I'm gonna have to get
like,
personal.
It's now or never.
Yeah, it's gonna get too much. And so I find one of my old like history books that's on the counter, and I just like slam it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I just
The
like
squish is rough.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. And I hear like a little like right as it makes contact, and I just like stand there looking at the book for like 5 minutes. And I was just like, I really just like not killed something. I squashed it to death.
And it's like a mammal, That's
Yeah.
it's not like a bug.
There's like a
This thing
different
has
link.
Yeah, that's
I
what
guess
it
because
is.
we were all
this thing
mammals.
has an internal skeleton. Like
It has, like we kind of theorize that all animals have emotions, but we kind of are more like sure we're for sure kind of, even though we don't know that mammals have thoughts, feelings, memories, emotions,
Yeah.
family connections, things like that. Just because we personify them a lot and stuff. So
oh well, yeah.
I was just like, damn, bro. Like, it wasn't supposed to end that way. I was kind of like how you were. Like, you made me do this. Like, I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
You made me kill you.
You made me tears in
I
your
was-
eyes. Like
Yeah.
you made me do
He was like, you fucking idiot. I was going to fucking sweep you up and put you back outside. All you had to do was give up.
More of an understanding between the humans and the rats.
God damn it. I should have been eating all those goddamn Girl Scout cookies and leaving crumbs for them.
One day.
You
One
do
day.
feel a little bit like a hunter after, though. You do feel
Yeah.
like that. It'd be like it's weird. Like
Bitch, I
not
could
that,
eat
like I
you
was
now if I
proud.
wanted.
You do feel like like after you killed a mouse, you're like, now I know how my ancestors felt when they took down a moose.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I could not
Feel
believe it.
It's a rush.
Yeah, for real.
It's a thrill.
no,
But I still think I'm
gonna
gonna have to answer for that at the pearly gates. Like he's gonna be like, that mouse, that was kind of weird,
Well-
wasn't it? I'm like, yeah, I know, God, but look, listen,
Enforcement.
You know-
you gave
He
mice
saw that. He saw
salmonella.
that.
Here's the thing, the crazy thing about that day I killed that mouse outside. It was that evening I hear meowing outside the window. Turns out that's when our stray cat showed up, and I'm like, buddy, you're late. Like,
He's trying to like make an
really could have
excuse.
used you. Yeah,
He's
earlier
like,
that day.
he's like, I put in my vacation day for that time, so my bad on that one. But
Yeah, he was still a bit of a kitty, so
oh, okay.
he was still getting invited, but he became quite a killer. Those feral cats don't mess around.
Mm-mm.
You gave him the hose, right? Cats with hoses.
So
That's the
then,
resistance
when I,
training.
when I killed the stray kitten, no, I'm kidding. I
Oh my
just
god.
soundbite that with the
What?
hose. Get out of here!
Kill a
Oh,
mouse,
God.
regular person. Kill a cat, Dexter.
Right.
That's how that
But
works.
Where's
that
the
is the
where's the line?
difference.
That is the difference.
Well, so like think about like that scene in like Jurassic Park, where they like chain up a goat and they feed it to the T-Rex, and you might feel a little bad for the goat, but a goat is like livestock, so
Yeah.
you're like, yeah,
Again,
people eat goats, we
it's
can.
nature.
We look at
Yeah,
you
yeah,
to
like-
slaughter you.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like we look at a goat, we're used to them being killed and eaten, even though we might feel bad. But imagine if that was like a golden retriever,
Yeah.
like
They'd be like, aw, your
We'd be
purpose
like,
is
"What
only
the
to be our friend. Don't do that.
right, exactly. Like you wouldn't like feed like a kitten.
Yeah, you wouldn't even do that.
Like we personify them on a whole other level. Yeah.
Mhm. Even though
Yeah,
cats, all they do is
exactly.
fucking sleep. But that's a different
Yeah.
story. We're not ranking mammals, which would be a good one, I think.
Koalas.
Oh, we should do that.
We
So
should
pets,
rank
yeah,
koalas
like
and
common
pets. Yeah, we should.
Koalas.
And
Koalas
those-
actually don't
and
make good
pets.
pets. But
I
they're-
wouldn't imagine they would. Those fucking
They're very
claws.
grumpy. And they,
Actually,
all they
it's
do
funny.
Is sleep.
Yeah.
Actually, and they have like smooth brains. It's actually really funny. They're not smart.
They have smooth brains, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's like all they know is
Why
like
we name
sleep
this,
and eat
podcast?
leaf. That's all they know. In fact, if you put like the leaves in front of them, like on a plate, in a way that they don't recognize, they just won't eat it. They're like, I don't recognize that.
So that's
It's like
not
it's
a
the
leaf.
leaves.
Must
It's
not be
eucalyptus
food.
leaves. It's the one thing you're like
Mm-hmm.
evolved to eat. And it's like, no, I don't know that.
It's like that's
Seen that
that's
before,
balled
but-
up.
It's like a
Put food
toddler
coloring
when
on
they're
it.
like, it's like a toddler. It's like cut my sandwich in half, and like you
Mm.
do it like diagonally, and they cry.
No.
They're like, I didn't want it like that. I want it down the middle. And no, they like won't eat it.
And that's why I take both halves and go in their
In
face.
front of them. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I would do with
Parenting
some of
advice.
these cookies too, right here. Like, I don't know what
Sounds-
cookies you guys
Devour
like.
'em in front of the kids'
Do you
face.
guys get a lot of Girl Scout cookies? I wasn't rich enough.
It
But-
was like a special thing for us. We would maybe get 1 or 2 boxes a year. Oh, okay, you're set.
Like,
Well,
I
one
would
of us
get
is
them.
not.
This year.
I would get them not to buy, but like my parents, well, my mom specifically would like put my sisters in the Girl Scouts, and so I had like the plug, as in they would
Oh,
sell,
okay.
but low key then we get big ass boxes for them to sell, and they would sell them, but my family would always keep like 3 boxes of each that they wholesale ship to our house. So that was how we got them. So fuck you, Girl Scouts of America. You guys are doing slave labor. I mean, I'm not one of those people.
Whoa.
You know, some people are really like that
Child
about
labor.
Girl Scouts, that they're like, oh, it's like slave labor because the Girl Scouts just get badges and Girl Scouts of America keep all the money from the cookies. I'm like, shut the fuck up. They found their
But
Isn't the whole
bag.
point fundraising? Like,
They're teaching them a
it's like
skill.
volunteer work.
Yeah, they're teaching them a skill, and they
They're
found a
doing
way to
something
make
good.
money as well. And you're still gonna eat the cookies, so shut the fuck up. You should get on the train, if anything.
How dare you? How
I-
dare you teach your
Honestly,
child
the
to do
girls, they
something
get to
good?
hang out with their friend and sit at a table and talk cookies. Like, it'd be a fun thing. Like, the Boy Scouts don't,
The Boy Scouts got
what do they
popcorn, right?
sell?
I think they
I
sell
was gonna say,
popcorn
like,
tins.
popcorn, or like,
Boring ass
around the
popcorn.
holidays, they might sell, like, wreaths. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I think they just make it
Uh.
harder on guys just to teach them a lesson that like it's gonna be way fucking harder for you to make money in this world.
That's right.
So
That's right. It is way harder for guys to make
you
money.
can't just be cute and find a little niche. You gotta
I'd be
work
like,
hard.
Here's your little sugary cookies.
You can't just put your titties on stream, all right? You gotta work.
It's that easy.
It's preparing. You gotta have charisma. You gotta have a voice.
And welcome back to Koala Bear Gang Podcast, a division of Fresh and Fit.
It was a division of Fresh and Fit, bro. I'd be
A
balding,
division.
and my
A
breath
division,
would
an
smell bad.
offshoot.
Yeah. And then,
Parent company.
yeah, podcasts do that, right? There's like they're always under some huge guy. Like I know the Joe Rogan
Umbrella.
podcast has like a whole bunch of podcasts
The
under
network, his network.
him. Yeah, the network.
Does
Shut
he
the
now
fuck
like
up,
a
you're on
Ringer
YouTube.
verse,
Girl
Last
Scout
Podcast Network.
Yeah.
Last Podcast on the left. Ringer. Oh, what's the other one?
The goddamn the Joe
yeah.
Budden podcast network. Even though it's just him, he had 3 podcasts. Fucked up his co-host relations with all of them. We're not here to talk about other podcasts in case if they're watching.
Yeah.
Shout out to all y'all. We want to join
And
all of
shout
your
out,
networks.
In case you're watching, just shout out to all the podcasts. I hope you're listening.
Oh!
Brought to you by BetterHelp.
Yeah.
And now for our sponsor.
Shout out to iHeartRadio Group. Who listens to any podcast on that?
You passed on us, and fuck you.
Yeah, you passed on us and fuck you.
Dude,
What is this?
I got like a
And
raid.
also shout out.
What is this?
I got a
lemon one?
Raid Shadow Legends
Oh.
thing.
Oh, yeah?
They
Oh,
asked me about for my Instagram. They were like, "Hey, you know Raid Shadow Legends?" I'm like, "Of course I know." I mean, I don't know if anyone plays it, but I know it is a sponsor.
I know the
I
influencers
never
love
heard
it.
back from them though. I need to follow up on that because I wonder what it pays. So,
Yeah, for real.
You know.
I would do
Oh,
it for
yeah.
the bag ski for real. So shout out to Raid Shadow
Absolutely, and
Legends.
Also because it's a great game that everyone should play.
Oh,
You
dude,
can
I haven't
play
stopped.
Level
characters
progression.
Yeah, I remember Twitch.
already.
They had something with Raid Shadow Legends where anybody could do the Raid Shadow Legends promo, but you had to they do that sometimes if you have like Streamlabs. They'll have in-app promos that will pay you, but I haven't done any of them because they're always bullshit like this. Well, not Raid Shadow Legends is great. Raid Shadow Legends
Not
is great.
that one.
This one was good. I was just lazy, but Raid Shadow Legends
Yeah.
it was like you have to stream for 20 minutes and you have to get to level I think 200 or something like that, and you have to. And it said in the description you have to say how great it is all the time, the whole time. I was just like, that's. But yours, I think, would be a lot more like, yo, draw something for us, and then you get a bag.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, these influencer things, it is funny, the rules. I did one for Amazon about a year ago, and it's very much like, don't call us Amazon Prime Video. We are Prime Video, or what was it? Like, you had to say it like in a certain phrase, or like, don't say this.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, but people call it Amazon Video. Like, Prime Video, this. It was for,
Thanks, marketing.
spin-off of The Boys.
Oh.
The
That
cartoon
animated
one.
Yeah.
Yes, the one with all the shorts. Oh, this is funny. So the one they wanted me to promote was the one by the recently canceled Mr. Roiland, and so it was a very like Rick and Morty esque episode. I watched it honestly, just between you and me. It was a little violent for my taste. I'm not gonna lie. Like even by Rick and Morty standards, I was like, it's a little mean spirited. But I promoted it.
Who animated Invincible? The same people who animated, and that's a very violent show.
Oh
Was there a lot
yeah,
of gore
yeah.
and blood?
They did some shorts in that one too. This one was done in the Rick and Morty style, so it looked like it was probably people who worked on Rick and Morty. And I mean, it was funny. And I think and the show is popular. People do like The Boys, and I've seen some of it, and some of it is really good. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about cookies.
That's not
So
the
I'm sorry, I don't mean
sponsor
to.
for today's episode.
My favorite cookie's not even on this list. It's fine though.
Well, that's why I
Girl
got two
Scouts,
lists. We're gonna have to
America?
be a little funky here.
Yeah, let me see the other one.
I have two lists, yeah. Because I know some of them didn't have. There's certain cookies they always have, like your Thin Mints and stuff like that. But then you have ones they take like out of rotation. Yeah, the peanut
I
butter.
think that's the one
Those
that
used to
I
be-
really quit.
Those used to be called tagalongs, right? Peanut butter
Tagalong.
patties.
It depends on what part of the country you're in, I think.
A regional thing, so it's like a Hardee's, Carl's Jr. type of deal. Yeah.
That type of deal, exactly.
Yeah.
So these
I
are
see.
these are the ranks. For you guys.
Think Panera Bread and St. Louis Bread Company.
That's right. Yeah, it's just St. Louis Bread
I
Company.
always forget that because
Yeah.
it's only in St. Louis that they'll change the name.
Right. It's like just a little something for the locals.
Something for you guys. You guys remember these days?
I don't think.
Then everywhere else in the country hates that.
Yeah, because it's just so long. It's just Panera.
Like St.
Yeah.
Louis,
Oh,
they're disgusted.
you mean STLBC?
SCLPC?
It's too long. It's too many letters.
Even as an anagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So I don't know what
got 'em
this.
pulled up?
Yeah.
But-
Oh wait, I haven't shared it with you guys. That's why you guys.
Yeah, I
gotta
can't
be
see
able
them
to
here.
Get the modern ones on there.
And
the
the
new
modern
ones,
families.
'Cause I want to.
Yeah, so here's the thing with Girl Scout.
line I don't
I
know.
haven't had them in a long time because I'm going to be having to represent the gluten-free guys here. I've been gluten-free since about 2016 or 2015,
That's right.
so I haven't had any of these in a long time. But I'm gluten-free because of
There's not too much of a difference.
gut
honestly.
issues. No, but this one has some cookies on there that I really think are underrated that the other list doesn't have.
Yeah, I feel that.
So yeah, I don't know which one you want to start with, but we could start with this one.
This one.
Yep.
Well, this list, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
here's
start
the
with this
thing.
one.
I don't think I know these. These are another lemon cookie. I know the second
So,
one.
The second lemon one, yes, I'm very familiar with. But
Yeah, those are lemonades.
Ew.
lemonades, they call them. I thought they were called like,
Yes.
lemon drops or something. Okay, lemonade.
I think those are the first one here.
Oh,
the fir-
one. The first
Yeah,
one.
or
I
are
do not
those-
recognize.
Or are those like Savannah Smiles? They're like one of
That
those.
sounds like
Like
a porn star.
I've never heard of
Savannah is in Savannah, Georgia. So Savannah, Georgia is where the Girl Scouts originated. It's funny. I was there one year when they were just starting to sell them, and they go all out. It was like every single corner. There's like "Welcome to our home turf." I think
Welcome
That's
to our
pride.
home
That's
turf.
pride. That's
it
pride.
really was. It was like they take over the city. They're
That's
yeah.
great.
You're here now. Well, and like in February is like really nice down there. It's not like here. It's all like warm down there.
Ah,
But it's not like too hot yet. It's just like sunny. It's like what like April and May is like here. It's like the flowers are starting to come out.
Mm.
Yeah. So February is nice down in Savannah, but
I need to go there.
I don't know. I haven't had that first one, but Lemonades, that second one, I think that's a pretty good one. I don't think it's
Yeah.
top tier, but I think it's a sugar rush to it for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
They have a little like lemon icing on the bottom. They're like one of
I
those.
see that. It's covert. I
That's
see
the
it.
one.
Yes. And they're big. That's the thing is they're bigger than they look. They're like this
Deceptively.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not like the other ones that are like this. They're like that. But yeah. So I wouldn't eat like a whole box of them, but
They come they come in one sleeve.
yes, because they're
Similar
big.
size to like the what is it called? The ones with the
Thank
images
yous?
on them. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
I
thank
think
yous are
that's right.
basically the same
No,
as
not
those
thank
with the images. The thank yous are just the bigger versions of those. They don't make the image ones anymore.
Oh, because that's what I'm thinking of, isn't it? The image.
Thank yous are
ones?
basically just the big version of that, though. And I think they're underrated.
Thank you.
I
So,
do too. I do
yes,
too.
I
It's
think they're
just
really
chocolate.
good.
It's just chocolate and a sugar.
With the fudge icing on the bottom.
Ew, fudge.
Yeah, but it's good. It's
You know I'm
it's
not sweet
chocolate
tooth. I'm
on
not
this-
sweet tooth. I'm not sweet tooth.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, I am. I think, I don't know. I would put it maybe Sugar Rush to it. I really
Hold
like
on.
them,
I'm
even
gonna
when
ask
they're
my
the small.
assistant here what they think.
If
Okay,
I have to
ask
choose,
the
like,
assistant.
What do you think about thank you, Girl Scout cookies?
Thank you.
Or
specifically.
they're also those little ones with the little square ones. They used to be those with the pictures.
Well, if we're talking like purely fruit or chocolate sweetness, I'll go for chocolate every time, just personally.
Yeah, I would rank them even above the lemonades. I think they're.
It has the word thing.
Do you want to try and maybe move lemonades down to all right for now until we get some more, or leave them where they are? I think we can leave them where they are because there's actually a lot of Girl Scout cookies we'll find that I don't like. There's a lot.
No,
I'm
same.
Just like, no way.
I don't know if I dislike any because I do have a sweet tooth. Cookies are cookies, but there are definitely ones I think are better than others. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Some are a little dry. I'll get to that.
Because I mean, one thing about them is they put the variety in there. They're not just like 5 different chocolate ways of cookies.
What were those
My
square
assistant
ones
doesn't
called,
remember
though?
what she sold. So
And they had like chess pieces on them or something.
chess pieces.
Did they
Yes.
not?
No.
Yes.
What was it?
These?
Square. They don't make them anymore, but they made them when we were
must not.
kids.
They were like the s'more one.
It's a
Weren't they?
square.
Well, they look like the
chess
s'more
piece.
ones. Okay. Here's what they were called. They were. They had animals on them sometimes.
Chess piece cookie. Girl Scout.
That no longer exist. What were they called?
There they are.
Animal treasures.
Animal. What?
Well, some had animals on them.
They did.
And
now that I think
others-
about it.
Oh,
10
yeah.
Girl Scouts cookies that no longer exist.
Here we go.
Juliet.
Yeah.
Juliet's, yeah, nobody liked those.
AI generated. Animal treasures.
Yes.
Animal treasures.
That's basically
There
what they were.
are.
But the
Those
thank yous
were,
are just
like,
the
my
big
second
version.
favorite. So
The,
the thank yous are bigger?
Lay chips? I don't know what that is. What is
I don't
that?
remember that.
Gave us French inspired
96 to
chips.
97. I would have just been a little kid then.
Like macadamia.
Aloha chips.
Aloha. Are those macadamia?
White chocolate chips and
Oh,
macadamia
yeah,
nuts.
white chocolate chips and macadamia. Actually, I've never tried
That's a
those,
good
but
cookie. That's a good cookie.
yeah,
That's a
in
classic.
general, it's a good cookie.
Right.
Ole Oles.
Wait, what are these? These
Low
are
fat diets were all the
reduced-
rage. Reduced fat.
coconut and pecan. I probably wouldn't like those.
Yes,
No,
sounds-
I'm not a big fan of coconut.
Apple cinnamons.
Oh, I would have liked these.
Yeah.
I would try that. I would try that. I bet it's good.
Ice berry
um,
pinatas.
I bet that's fine. I
Strawberry
bet
jelly.
There's
cinnamon
another.
crumbles. Kookaburra.
Yeah, the little jelly.
Kookaburra sounds
Kookaburra.
familiar.
Wait, what's
That sounds
that?
familiar.
Kookaburra
It's
is.
like a bar almost.
Crispy
Kit
rice
Kats and
yeah, that would have been fire.
I would try that.
Kit
Yeah.
Kats in
rice
a
and-
cookie
oh.
form. They didn't.
It
last.
almost seems like a candy bar more than like a cookie.
Right, yeah. But I remember Girl Scout cookies.
Cinna spins. I think I remember these vaguely.
Yes.
I do. Those were all right. Those were all right.
Snickerdoodly.
upside down.
Yeah, they're all right. The
Oatmeal.
Cinna spins. Oatmeal cream pies. You know what? I will admit those are a little too
Oh,
sweet for
I'd
me
say
now.
they were.
I will say, like, I did like oatmeal cream pies growing up, and then one day when I was eating one, I took a bite and I took a couple chews, and I was like, you know what, this sucks now, and I never ate
Yeah.
it again.
No,
I
they're,
still
it's like
love an
they're.
oatmeal cream pie, you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I hate
No,
it.
no, here's the thing.
Chewiness and the sweetness.
I hate
It's
it.
good, but like I can't finish one now. It's like my adult
Oh,
sensibility is like, oh, this is too much sugar for you. It's 2 cookies with a marshmallow in the middle, and it's good for like 2 bites for me now.
I think that's what killed my
But-
so
sugar
giant.
taste. It's just oatmeal cream pies. When I used to eat them a lot, and then I was like, oh, fuck this.
Okay,
Because
I
suddenly-
really don't know what these lemon ones are yet. I'm gonna
I'm
do a little
assuming,
research.
yeah, let's look into it. But I'm assuming they can't be too much better than the lemon daddies. That we
No,
have.
I bet
I
you
would
they're
imagine
probably
they'd be
not
a
as
tier
good.
down or two, yeah.
They look a little frosty. They look kind of like Turkish delighty in a way.
They look chewy, which
They
I
look
don't...
chewy.
Yeah.
Like they have maybe they have a center lemon.
These are Savannah Smiles. I was right.
the
And
Savannah Smiles. He was right. He was correct.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm looking at the box. They look like lemon bars more than the other. You know
A
what?
comedy with a heart.
I'm gonna say I think I kind of know what type of cookie this is, even though I haven't had them specifically. But I've had ones like this. I think they're all right. Like I'd say they're aight.
Right.
Um,
Oh, okay. Now that I'm
yeah.
looking at them, they look more dirty than I thought. I thought they'd be clean. Look at that.
Well, it's that powdered sugar look. That's an
They
unflattering
look like
photo,
rocks.
but they're like
Yeah.
rocks look like dough.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet you they're kind of dry, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll move them down, but I'm not sure. I don't want to be unfair. But we'll put it down there for now. It's fine. Well, not coaster cookie. I wouldn't be that harsh, but
Whoa.
Betty Crock job for now.
A Betty Crock job for sure.
Yeah, just because I think these
I'm
can be
sorry.
easily too dry.
These are the rankings.
Yeah, so let's go through the rankings real quick.
Puts Amos to Seamus is the top tier.
Oh, more famous than Amos.
Puts Amos to Seamus. Sugar Rush to it. All right. Betty Crock job and Coaster Cookie.
Now, I'll tell you which ones
Toasted
people don't
cookie.
like. Is this next one, this caramel chocolate chip one? It sounds like it would be great, but people say
Too
they're
much.
very dry.
I don't like. Oh yes, and I
They're
don't
dry.
like caramel anyway. And
Yeah,
so this
caramel,
one is
man.
the coaster for me.
Coaster?
This one is
Yeah,
would
I think
put
we
it
got.
for
If we're
on
gonna
top
put
of
one
this
in
thing.
coaster, I think it's that one because I haven't had them, but everyone says they're really dry.
Yeah, I wouldn't
And
try
I think
it.
homemade, I bet you like that type of cookie would be great. But you got to remember, we're just getting these in packages. You know, they're sit on shelf type cookies, and so yeah, they wouldn't be as good.
Some are from last
I mean,
year.
Now, this one's a
Okay.
classic. I
This
think
one's
this
great.
next one, it's a lot of people's favorites. I think we should put it top tier.
Yeah,
It's
I
not my
like it.
personal favorite,
I love
but
it.
I think it deserves the top spot. It is.
I don't like
Uh,
the Samoa.
You don't like it?
You don't like
I
Samoas?
don't like the Samoas at all.
I love
I'm not a big fan
Samoas.
of coconut.
Sometimes they're called caramel delights.
But my thing is, I don't even taste the
yeah.
coconut.
No,
Maybe
it's
not,
just
maybe not,
chocolate
maybe
and
not.
caramel and the
Wait,
texture.
oh, it's the
They're
caramel. Never
chewy.
mind. I don't like caramel either, so.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
that's
that,
why.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not like a big coconut guy, and yet
But I
something
get it.
about these are just.
The texture's great.
You
the
could be
look
not a
is great.
coconut guy, not a caramel guy, not even a cookie guy, but you'll be a caramel
You'll
delight guy.
devour 'em.
Oh, you know when these are really good though, when you like put them in the fridge and they're a little
Mhm.
cool.
Actually, now that's what I do with the next one I want to talk about, which is Thin Mints
Yep.
in the freezer.
Yep.
Which, except
Top
with ice
tier.
cream.
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
Crumble them
These
on
are
some ice cream.
a New York's bestseller for sure.
Yep. Here's the thing. Samoas and Thin Mints are always usually the top dogs. It's
Yeah.
like when someone asks you your favorite, it's like you like Samoas, you like Thin Mints. Now, personally, we usually got the Thin Mints. That was my parents' favorite, so that's usually what they got. But I really liked them too. Thin Mints you can also make homemade. They're not that hard. You just take Oreos or whatever. So, because
Be careful,
Some
you get shot
GF.
by the Girl Scouts.
I'm gluten free now, I can make homemade ones. You just take a little peppermint oil, you mix it in your melted chocolate, and we got these little gluten free Oreo things. You just take them apart, you put the chocolate on, you put them in the fridge, and Thin Mints, same thing. Yeah,
Is he
so
still
Thin Mints are
alive?
good.
Is he okay?
And I would.
Who is?
you.
someone
You didn't get shot for giving away that recipe?
Were you ducking from because
Yeah, just in case
snipers were
Someone was gonna kill us.
on your six,
Hack.
on your six.
The Thin Mints hack.
Yeah. You never know. That's $1 billion
Oh, sure, we
corporation.
get that.
They're a
We'll have to
seasonal
edit that.
business.
They're watching out for me. All right. These are basically just like
the
Nutter
fuck?
Butters.
I don't know
this
any of
next
these.
one.
Basically Nutter Butters. You're
Oh,
right.
ew.
Maybe a little bit
They're-
worse than that, but they're tasty. I like peanut butter.
I put them in ite. I think if they're the same, if they taste like what I think they taste like, they're fine. Like I'll enjoy one. They're not my favorite, but
I'll tell
you
you
know.
what though, I can't eat a whole sleeve like I could of this next one.
no, too much peanut butter. Who doesn't like peanut butter, right?
Are these like
Who
Reese's?
doesn't? Name them.
Wait, Josh, you don't know these? These are like
All
probably...
of these, I only stuck to
Here we go.
I stuck to the top tiers when I was
Okay.
eating from my.
Some people would argue that the peanut butter patties or tagalongs, as some people know them, are top tier.
Okay.
For me personally, so I think
what I'm
Tim, are they a
I
top
got 'em
tier
right
for
now.
you?
They're top tier. They're top tier. This is the one I go to first before even
Thin Mints every time.
Peanut butter
These are-
patties.
So for me personally, I will say the peanut butter ones are below top tier. I still like them, but I will pick Samoas and Thin Mints above the peanut butter. That's me though. They're still really good. So we can put them in top for you though, because people do love these.
Yeah.
They are one of the
Thank you, guys.
classics.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
guys.
these three are pretty much usually the
The ones.
The ones.
look,
the
zoom in
chosen
on that
ones.
box, like just.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, next up we got shortbread. I'll be honest, guys, this is the one that
Slept
my
on.
family got. Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're a little
Thank
slept
you.
on. I think I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
shortbread's
lie. Here's the
great.
thing. Here's the thing about shortbread, because they're not fancy. There's no icing. There's no like
Yeah.
chocolate or anything. There's no
It's so
filling.
simple. It's so simple.
But that's why I could like destroy a sleeve of them and not even
Easily.
realize it as a kid. Like I'd be like, yeah, shortbread. It's just like one. They're really small.
They're probably
And
not
you eat
that
like
bad
half
for
the
you.
sleeve before you know it. I think they're in second tier. I think Sugar Rush to it.
Sugar Rush to it is
So if we ever got them as a kids, it was usually one box of Thin Mints, one box of shortbread. Like,
Mm.
good. Nice. Yeah.
yeah, Thin Mints would
A
usually go
classic
first, but
combination.
shortbread you could just snack on them. I probably couldn't. I mean, I don't eat the gluten now because it bothers my tummy now, but. If I probably still couldn't eat a whole sleeve of them today, but I can.
Maybe a one or two. Maybe you can have one or two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably more than two, to be honest with you. Those little, they're like buttery.
They're
They're
small.
just
They're small.
yeah, they're just nice little treats. They're also pretty. Like they got the logo on them.
Yeah, I like this
That
little
logo.
I love the logo.
design. That's
I've always loved the Girl Scout logo.
It's designed by Saul Bass, the greatest graphic designer
That's right.
ever
to ever
lived.
live.
Yeah, yeah,
And then die.
yeah.
Wow.
So, okay, these next ones are the new versions,
S'mores?
the s'mores. I never had them.
Yes.
They look
I've
good,
had
but
the new version. I have had the new version.
The 2.0.
I had the old version years ago.
So you're the ambassador on this.
I liked the old version fine.
Was it not
It was
coated in chocolate before?
no, it was like it was
Okay.
just like the graham cracker cookies and then a little chocolate and marshmallow in the middle. And not like real marshmallow, but like a little flavored mix. I'm gonna guess they're all right.
They
Like
are pretty good. They are pretty darn good. I would even
Yeah.
go so far as to say Sugar Rush to it because
Oh,
is
okay.
a little more like it's a little
You've-
more of a cookie.
you've
It's
tried
got
it. You've
chocolate.
tried it. So
Yeah, we can only, you're the
absolutely.
ambassador on it because I would never
Yeah.
eat this shit.
I only know the old ones.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't like
I put
s'mores.
it even a cut above.
You don't
Now that
like
I'm looking at
s'mores?
this-
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm.
Oh,
No.
man. Okay, that's all right. No,
I would
can
be
only
the
do
kid
like
at the
one.
party
Sweet tooth.
when we were doing that. They were like, "You want to make it a small?" I'm like, "Just give me the graham crackers. I'll eat on those, and maybe I'll eat the chocolate separately. But if I don't need the, no, I'm good on s'mores."
Oh, that's cool. You just got to be
That's fine.
different.
That's
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, we got a special kid right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I have to
So-
accommodate.
Yeah, the kid of my
These-
buds.
These are okay. These are actually they're new
Sandies?
to accommodate fragile, special little people like me who can't have gluten. They made a gluten-free flavor called toffees, and they're okay.
Toffees.
No, they're not bad, but they're like all right. I'd put them in all right tier. Toffee is really good flavor. I think it's underrated. I don't know. Like we hear toffee, we think British.
Yeah.
So it's kind of slept on, but toffee is really good. A little dry, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but perfectly enjoyable. And if we look over to our next list, because there's a few that didn't make the cut into that list.
Yeah.
So as you see, we got a lot of
Old
overlap with the other
That's
lists,
what
but
they
we got
look like.
cookies that weren't there. So we got the old s'mores right there in front. So right there at the front, we got the old s'mores. I think the old s'mores are pretty good. It's been a long time since I've had them. I don't think I like them as much now as I did before, but I'm thinking C or B tier at least, right?
Sure.
B tier,
Now,
yeah,
I
B
don't
tier.
remember even having the old ones. I think I've only had the new ones, which is odd.
It was like once though, so that's why it's a tepid
Okay.
endorsement. This next one I've never had, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks great. It's a French toast
Oh,
flavored one. It's
why would they?
if I'm
stop
guessing, if they did it right, it's probably like cinnamon toast crunch with like a thin
Mhm.
layer of
Of icing.
frosting.
Of milk.
Yeah, or
Oh,
frosting.
frosting.
Yeah, based on the idea alone, I mean, I think it's got to be B. If I try, maybe A, but I don't know.
It seems I want to believe that it's A.
Same
I
here.
want a
Based on the
Whoopi. I
idea,
wanna-
let's give it an A. I hope
Oh.
it sticks around.
Yeah.
And then I am a leader. I am a go-getter cookies.
Yes.
You know what? This is a little.
Empower something. They
Yeah,
call it
it's a
Dim's
little
Pond.
try hard. I put it in D.
He's a too try hardy, not a good cookie.
You know what? I don't need to be preached to. I don't need to be patronized.
Yeah,
by
as
my
you're sitting
cookie.
on your
Just tastes
couch,
good.
I am a leader. I followed everybody else and bought sugar cookies.
Right.
Such
Yeah,
a
I was
leader.
gonna say like
Oh, good for you.
I'm a
broke my diet for
go-getter
this.
those cookies.
Unhealthy choices.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, so we got the list here.
That was so mean.
Obviously, most of it's gonna be on the better end because the Girl Scouts are the best
People
cookies
like
for
'em.
a reason.
For a
Um,
reason.
I don't know what this guy's doing, but he needs to step his game up as well as the lemon drop.
I'm
guy.
going off of other people's testimony, and Savannah Smiles. Like, I'm willing to hear him out. If some people want to say they're really good and deserve to be higher, I'll hear you out. I just think that that's a type of cookie that can easily be messed up and way too dry.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I hear that even.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear that and I see that.
You know, so.
I'm getting sense.
And then over on here we have our extra list of the cookies that I just have to take word for because I've never experienced.
No, but I just thought we should try and be comprehensive because that's what we
Right.
do on this show.
We gotta be
we-
we should cover everything.
We understand that we'd probably hear some
These are
comments
just
about it.
ranked already. That's why we didn't get involved.
'Cause
Pretty sure
we
one of
can't
those
have,
is
you
just a
know-
chocolate chip cookie.
Huh? I'm sorry. This?
No, I think that's the one that we put on the bottom. That's the caramel chocolate chip. Here's the thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The thing is, I think it's probably, if I'm guessing, like Chips Ahoy. And Chips Ahoy is like...
It is. It's like the non-chewy Chips Ahoy. It's like the non-chewy.
Chips Ahoy, everyone knows, is like... It's like your school is like, okay, what's really cheap, that's really dried out, you know.
Yep.
If I ask you for Oreo and you offer me a Chips Ahoy, just tell me your parents don't do their budget. Just tell me that. It's fine.
Just tell me they don't know. They never had dessert before in their life.
Their palate is terrible.
Do you guys have any ideas that would make a good Girl Scout cookie that they haven't done, or one that they should bring back?
I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah.
have at one point in my
There was this cookie that I ate at Subway, which I think they should bring and make commercialized. It was like a blueberry cheesecake cookie or something like that,
Oh.
or a strawberry cheesecake cookie. And I was
Yeah.
like, how the fuck is this not? How did they not brand this and just sell Subway cookies if they're making cookies like this? Some of the Head West cookies are pretty intricate as well.
Yeah.
If you get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I usually wait for
I don't
those
know.
to pop up in my life when I snack on a cookie. I'm like, oh yeah, give me that big old fucking can cover my face size cookie.
The thing is with the Girl Scout cookie, though, it's like there's a lot of cookies I like, but they're way better homemade than they would be as like a package. Like, I love oatmeal raisin, but those are good like homemade. You know, like I wouldn't go to the store and buy a pack of, you know?
Mm.
Like, I like an
No, not
oatmeal
Oreo.
cookie, but yeah, Oreos already
Cream pies,
exist.
though.
Yeah, they're good. They're just a
No.
lot. They're just
I've been
a lot,
eating
but-
these. Actually, you know what? I'll just show the world what I've been eating.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have a sponsor spot.
And now for our
Shout out a little
sponsors.
a brand endorsement.
And it's not Girl Scout cookies. Today's Girl Scout cookie episode is brought to you
It's brought to you by Chips Ahoy,
Boy Scout.
by Nestle.
These goddamn pirouettes.
Okay, what do we got?
What's this
We
now?
have pirouettes.
Oh,
Oh.
French vanilla.
these things.
These long daddies.
Oh.
Dude, I loved those as a kid. I used to pretend they were like a cigar
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
and like chomp down. Oh, and they're full of like
Seems
vanilla
it goes
or
great with
chocolate.
coffee.
And guess what?
Yeah.
2 of these wafers, only 120 calories for all my calorie crunchers out there.
Oh, there we
Guilt-free
go.
snack.
They should make some of those. That's the next idea.
Because one cookie is fucking 360 calories, some of them, which is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 of these wafers, 120 calories, snack away, motherfucker.
Nothing.
Dude, I liked those as a kid. Those little like wafers.
So
like,
good, so
They'd
soft.
come in all kind of flavors. Well, here's the thing.
Strawberry.
This is what's confusing. So you have like actual wafer cookies, right? The little like rectangle ones, and they come in vanilla, and so you're like, oh, a vanilla wafer, that's the most popular. But then they have Nilla wafers, which are a whole different type of cookie.
Yeah.
Little round cookie.
The
Yeah.
little round ones. Yeah. Nilla wafers, those are like a preschool cookie.
Yeah,
you
they
know what
are.
I mean?
They start you off
Like-
on your cookie journey.
Yeah. Like it's like goldfish, Nilla wafers, like that's like a kindergarten meal right there. And a little
Easily
Ziploc.
packable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And a little
But as a
chocolate
little
milk.
kid, you know, your little kid brain just thinks like, oh, I got 3 cookies, you
Yeah.
know, but they're like that big. I haven't had those in a long time. Those are as far as like packaged cookies go, I think those were pretty good. But to be honest, it's a confusing name because they had like the square wafers. They came in like strawberry and all that shit, you know. And then,
Those are my favorite.
I
Yeah,
like
those are good
those.
for
Oh,
tea.
and the middle's like kind of creamy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the real vanilla wafers, not Nilla wafers.
And it's like that's what the copyright when they're in the courtroom. It's like that's the difference between us and them. We're Nilla wafers.
Well, that's the weird thing. It's like they didn't change vanilla because they are vanilla flavored, but they're not wafers.
Right.
But they're like, no, we're keeping the wafer. Like that's the important part.
Yeah.
It's a little dishonest. We got to get to the bottom of that.
I know there's some
Alright.
sort of YouTube documentary that probably explains all the dark secrets to the cookie industry. It ruins it for us.
All right, guys, are we heading
Yeah,
out?
we're out of this bitch,
On that
yo.
note,
We
I
told
thought
you,
it
we
was
gave
pretty
y'all
good.
some knowledge, man. We're about to wrap it up. You already know the link tree. It's been popping up periodically throughout the episode. Check those out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray Shadow Legends. Make sure that you download it and play it today.
This episode is brought to you by.
Hopefully.
And eat your vegetables on top of your cookies. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, eat a